Okay, mamas, are you ready to work out with me? This is going to be a 20-minute EMOM. So that's 20 minutes of every minute on the minute, a different movement. My intention here is to teach you how to build your own workout by really making it simple. A whole body workout just needs to be one lower body movement that is a squat, one lower body movement that's a deadlift that targets all the muscles in the legs overall. And then we're gonna do a push movement, we're gonna do a pull movement, and then we're gonna do some core work. So if you only wanna do one round and keep it light, you can do the first round. It's gonna be the easier moves in that first round. And then you could rewind to the beginning and repeat that again. Or you can follow through all 20 minutes for each movement to progressively get slightly more challenging with each round and hang in there till the end. So I have no music because I want you to use your own playlist. That helps keep it really simple for making these videos. And I'll just have roosters and birds as my background because I'm in my backyard. And so without much further ado, we're gonna get started. One thing I just wanna remind you of is get out a mirror if you can. Watch yourself in the mirror for form. I'm gonna be making a lot of comments on form. And just really try to make sure that you keep a symmetrical space right here between your bra and your pants. So if you see me, and I'll be watching myself for this, with more skin showing in the front than the back, that means I am not stacked. It's all about getting stacked. So then same thing if you see this happening. So just watch out for that through your workout. And with that said, let's get started. I have this clock set for 20 rounds, so you'll see this first number is what round we're on, and then 1 minute per round. If you need to rest at any point in there, do so, and then just catch up when you can. All right, so starting in 10 seconds, we're gonna start with deadlifts. We're getting a countdown, and we're just gonna go body weight for these first couple because we're just warming up together. We're treating this first round as our warm-up, and I can feel my hip clicking a little. So what I'm gonna do is really focus on planting my feet, slow it down, and really engaging, feeling my glutes, which is my butt muscles, and my hamstrings get long. We don't have to go fast here. We're waking up our bodies. We are tuning in to what is happening muscularly and nervous system. Really trying to find your lower abs here as you stand up. Think of reaching your butt back and down toward the wall behind you or whatever's behind you. Lucky person, if it's a person. All right, so I can see that we have 18 seconds left, and I'm gonna keep showing you what we don't wanna do is shove your lower belly past your hips. So we wanna stop right about here with engagement. And it looks like we have a couple more seconds of this move. Every time I forget to ground my right foot into the floor, my hip clicks. So now we're moving on to a stagger stance lunge. So we're putting most of our weight into this front foot. The back foot is just a kickstand. And we're gonna actually kind of keep more upright than with that deadlift as we come down. Really exhaling into those lower abs, trying to keep your hips level so that you're not twisting one way or the other. Trying to feel it right here as you come up. So if you need to go slow and intentional, try to track that knee over your second and third toe. Look down and check that out. Don't let your feet be angled for these. We want to train the muscles to hold your leg bones in their hips without being too far externally rotated and without being too far internally rotated. Woo, I'm feeling a good burn. It's a good challenge for me to talk while I do this because that is managing core pressure, which is what I am all about. All right, now we're switching. We're gonna do the other leg the next time. Now we're switching to, oh gosh, okay, elevated push-ups. Sorry, this is the warm-up round, we're fine. So I'm gonna do mine off of a bench here. You can also do them off of a wall. I'll show you what it looks like to do on a wall. You're gonna find a nice plank here, hold in those lower abs, and you're just gonna try to touch the top of your head to the wall. You can go higher up if you need to. This is a really good one for pregnant mamas. Look down at your belly, and if you see any coning or doming, try to take a nice deep inhale, exhale, re-engage, and then go. See if you can lessen that coning. If you can lessen it, that means you can do the movement. You just need to be very conscious of how you're doing it. All right, now we're going to do a pole movement. So if you have a towel, I want you to, oops, should have done this a lot sooner. I should have told you. Okay, so you're gonna wrap your towel around a pole and you're gonna pull your body to it. This is a band, which makes it more challenging, but a towel is very good because you have it laying around the house and it's harder than you think. So really trying to feel between your shoulder blades engaging at the same time as these lower abs. I'm gonna switch back to push-ups for me. So I wanna show you with push-ups, I don't want my arms to tip like this. You wanna bring your shoulders down away from your ears and at the same time make your chest big. Feel your chest muscles stretching and spreading apart. That's how you work your chest. All right, now we're gonna do our core movement, which every core movement is gonna be a variation of a side plank. This is the variation that a lot of people can do right. So we're gonna stick with this one to start. I'm holding it for 30 seconds. Whew. I'm looking at the clock, so it's affecting my form. But I'm trying to keep that symmetrical line here. I'm trying to line up between my boobs with my belly button with the seam of my pants. I'm looking in the mirror right now. It's not a very good view. It's cutting off my head, but I want to see too that my nose is also in that lineup. So holding here, that was, oh shoot, too long. Okay, it's supposed to be on the other side already at 30 seconds. If you want a more challenging side plank, you could stack your feet on top of each other. All right, now back to our deadlifts. This time we're gonna do a single leg version. So you can touch something in front of you to come down and up. We don't want our hips to spin. If that's too easy for you, try just balancing on one leg with a kickstand. That's actually hard for me. And then you can try to lift that leg, but we don't want to do these. We don't want to do that, no. We're trying to keep everything in line here. Keep your lower abs engaged. This should not be moving. And your hips really should be staying in this plane. You could even be doing these like this. That might be hard enough for you. All right, I messed up the time. We'll do the other leg next time. Okay, now we're switching to stagger stance lunge, which last time we had the other leg forward. Now bring this leg forward this time, getting that nice stack. We're coming down. We're tracking that knee over the second and third toe. Really trying to lift and engage through the lower abs. Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn on your watch. Does it even count? Okay. We're doing this side for a whole minute because last time we did it for a whole minute, so stick with it. Try to tack those toes down, big toe, little toe, and your heel, gecko feet. And we have a long time to go, guys. Don't even look at that clock. Just focus on every movement. Your breath, where your feet are touching the floor, where you're feeling it. Tune in. Good. Okay, now we're moving on to a seated press. If you have dumbbells, if you do not have dumbbells, grab some soup cans. Highly recommend dumbbells though. All right, so you're gonna get a nice engagement through your lower abs. Hold these at your shoulders and then just press overhead. Try to keep your shoulders down away from your ears the whole time. Exhale as you push, inhale as you come down. Try to find more and more core engagement with every push. You can also point them toward the front this way. There's no wrong way to do it unless it hurts. The variations of how your hands are facing affect all the little muscles But overall, this movement is gonna hit the big muscles. All right, now we are on to bent over rows. So with those same dumbbells, you're gonna come into a hinge here, and we're just gonna pull only to here. We're not gonna go any further than that. Really try to feel shoulders down, like elongating your neck, but not in a clenchy way. Just now I found my lower abs. I don't know if you saw that. It's like, I just forget they're there sometimes. And then I'm like, oh yeah, let's turn you on. So you can see how it's cool. Our bodies make such neat angles, but look, the angle of my arms matches the angle of my hips. Squeeze that back together, let your chest be big. You are doing a great job. Mostly because you're still here. And really, that says a lot. Okay, so now we are on to our side plank. This time, I'm gonna start on this side because, well, now I'm gonna mix up, I don't know why. Okay, this time see if you can challenge yourself to rest on both feet. And if you can, try lifting that top leg here and there. For me, I have to breathe into this side and lift into this side because that's what I'm working on. All right, shoot, okay, perfect. This is the same amount of time I messed up last. Lower abs engaged. Nice straight line, nose, middle of boobs, also known as cleavage. Pico, seam. Okay, deadlift variation. Oh, I'm getting sweaty. This is a sumo deadlift. We're gonna start with body weight only. Halfway through, I'll switch. So feet point out a little more, come down and up. Again, lower abs and glutes, driving the movement, working from here to here to get you out of that posterior pelvic tilt, or anterior pelvic tilt, but not shoving you into posterior. You don't have to even come all the way up. You end like kind of right here, like you're ready, you're braced. Okay, but not over bracing, just the right amount. And how much is that, you ask? Your body will tell you. Try to stand evenly into both feet. We have 7 more seconds. And switching. Now we're gonna do a goblet squat. Okay, so go ahead and grab your dumbbell. Hold it like a goblet. If you have a kettlebell, you can hold it upside down. We're gonna do these to a bench or a chair. This way you can feel your bones sit evenly into the bench. You don't have to sit all the way back. You can just tap it, or you can sit back and then get up. That's perfectly fine. You ask your body what it needs. I could feel I was rolling shoulders forward, so I'm gonna work on opening my chest. We have 10 more seconds. Okay, next thing is seated press plus march. Okay, so these are super great. I love these. These are lower ab core movement as well as a press movement. So we're gonna press one arm and the other arm. You can go opposite arms and legs like this. Very good for your rotation. Don't forget about those low abs. Nice big chest, shoulders down. And instead of thinking about squeezing your shoulder blades together, think about relaxing your chest open. And then your shoulder blades just kind of melt down to where they go. Ah, yeah. That's the relief you're looking for. You're not looking for squeezing them and making them even more maxed out than they already are from front carrying. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our side plank plus overhead reach. So we're here. I'm gonna try to watch the clock, guys. All right, I'm going to 25 on these. So you can get whatever foot situation you want going on. Line yourself up here. Then we're gonna reach through here, and we're gonna reach up. Try to keep this line symmetrical. Reach through, reach up. If this line is symmetrical, we then know the movement's coming from your T-spine, which is where we want it to come from. Lower abs. Oh shoot, okay, switch sides. I need to work on this skill, guys. I need a mirror on this side. Okay, now we're going to sumo deadlift high pull. Guys, you have stuck with me. We are almost done. Okay, sumo deadlift high pull. We're gonna do that nice wide toes out stance. We're gonna do the same sumo deadlift, but bring it all the way up to here. Try to do that without flaring your ribs up. See how that is flaring my ribs up. This is not. You kind of have to get your shoulders down in order to not flare your ribs up. If your shoulders are up, yeah, no, that's gonna make your shoulders hurt in a bad way. We only want them to hurt in that good way. Oh, good workout. 15 more seconds. Exhaling up. Okay, now we're gonna do some staggered, or we're gonna do tempo squats. Okay, so grabbing your dumbbell. If you want to do it to the bed, you can. I'm gonna do a challenge, go a little lower. We're gonna do a 3-second descent. 1, 2, 3, explode up. Don't shove your hips forward. That makes you clench your butt in that grippy way versus in that round glute way, okay? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Feel into your feet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Finally. Okay, now we're gonna do upright rows. Grab those weights. Find your good posture. And we're gonna lift them to here. Elbows high and outside. Shoulders down. If these are too heavy, this is gonna look like this. We don't want that, so go lighter if you need to. These are plenty light for me and plenty hard. It's amazing how that works because I'm doing them for a whole minute. So that volume adds up versus doing heavy weight for like 5 to 12 reps, 5 to 8 reps. All right, 12 more seconds. I feel this in my core. Ooh, I think I went backwards on this push and press. Do you do standing press? Okay, now standing press. I think I've got this right, yeah. We're just gonna do a press overhead. Try watching yourself and working on that symmetry between your shoulders and your abs. I have crooked abs, but it's because I also have a crooked spine. But it's kind of fun because I am seeing that change, and I always thought that it was just, I actually always wondered, now I know why. These should be really hard by now. Okay, still going. They are hard. Smile. on camera. Okay, we're stopping now. And now we are going to do our last thing, which is a side plank hip dip. I'm gonna actually watch the clock this time. And I just want you to go down and up, down and up. Line yourself up so that at the top, you're all lined up. About to change to the other side. You can also do this, that's fine. All right, last 30 seconds of the whole workout, and I'm slipping in my sweat. Down, up. I like this one because I get this and this. All right. Well done. You've completed your workout. I hope you're as sweaty as I am. Sweating is good for the soul. Also just want to give you, I can, a quick view of my yard. This is what I'm looking at. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. What I really appreciate is strong women. So thank you for being one.